Motion, roll sound, and action.
Story number 1. War-torn countries are causing a lot of problems. Immigration judges quit in response to administration's policies on immigrations. They're saying they don't have as much power as they should. More than 235,000 people fled their homes in northern Syria, northwest Syria that is, in the past 2 weeks, reported by the UN. ISIS beheads 10 Christian captives in Nigeria as retaliation for Baghdadi death. Trump warns Syria and Russians and even Iran and even their allies against killing innocent civilians in Idlib. There's a report surfacing that not only have men been getting killed, but many women have been losing their lives in jihadist attack in the Middle East. Hong Kong protesters are still protesting even during the holiday season. Netanyahu rushed to bomb shelter after rocket attack in southern Israel. Woman poured soda on a food vendor and told her to go back to Mexico. Another soldier killed in Afghanistan makes 2019 another deadly year for the U.S. in the Middle East. Reports from the Syrian war. Turkey's Erdogan says they cannot handle the new wave of refugees coming into their country. ISIS seems to be getting stronger in Iraq. A note in a London girl's Christmas card pleading for help may have come from slave laborers in a Chinese prison. Story number 2. Why are countries so eager to explore space and technology? China successfully launches Long March 5 rocket. Russia claims to have successfully tested its own internet. China races to build its own Tesla as economy slows and subsidies dry up. Article surfaces about how Cambridge Analytica and the Trump campaign may have changed big tech when dealing with political campaigns. Putin claims that Russia is world leader on hypersonic weapons. Electronic health records creating a new era of healthcare fraud. Like Earth, space is polluted and India is becoming a major source of pollution. An application called Tutok is a spying tool used by the United Arab Emirates according to a report. Story number 3, we may see more emphasis on women's health and mental health period in 2020. Because of their stance on abortions, the growth of Catholic hospital murders may be a threat to women's health care issues. Self-induced abortions are on the rise but reported to be unsafe. Anti-abortion group is trying to get D&E abortions banned in Michigan. Pornography consumption could be the most overlooked healthcare crisis, according to a report. Story number 4. Men and women's social behavior becoming a top concern. Rockefeller co-founder Damon Dash accused of sexual battery in $50 million lawsuit. A man refused to believe that he gave multiple women STD in a viral text exchange. Israeli national arrested after trying to cash a $1 million check from her husband, who was 77. The woman was 26. Oregon woman, 20, going missing on a hike. Boyfriend arrested on unrelated charges. A Philadelphia woman was fatally stabbed in front of her children on Christmas morning. Paramedic is accused of killing his wife with eye drops. Story number 5. Is traveling still safe? Alabama car crash kills 3 high school cheerleaders on Christmas. Travelers in at least 5 U.S. airports were exposed to measles in December. Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg is out. Boeing 737 concerns carry on in 2020 due to plane issues, resulting in plane crashes and loss of life in these crashes. Massive 69-car pileup in Virginia leaves several with critical injuries and also shut down the interstate. Is traveling still safe? Story number 6. What's wrong with voting? 9 people suspected of double voting in 2018. They're also concerned about the machines in the voting booths and who can hack or unhack into them. Story number 7. Safety is becoming a big concern. California apartment fire kills 2 young girls and their father who tried to rescue them. Body of 5-year-old Michigan boy who went missing on Christmas Day was found floating in a pond. 250 displaced after a fire on Christmas at a homeless shelter. 4-year-old boy dies after falling through icy pond while playing with his brother. California dad dies after trying to rescue his 10-year-old daughter. Texas infant found dead after crawling into a plastic bag and suffocating. Mysterious green ooze on Michigan highway came from waste sites whose owner is in prison. Barge carrying 600 gallons of diesel fuel sinks off Galapagos Island, prompting emergency. Florida firefighters credited for putting out a house fire and saving the presents just in time for Christmas. Ohio police rescue boy 13 from freezing Lake Erie after he fell off a brick wall. Florida boy 3 killed in a hit-and-run crash was sitting in a passenger's lap. Lethal batteries are reported to be in Christmas toys. That leaves the question on why safety is becoming a big concern. Story number 8 in the top story throughout all of 2019 and the top story this week. Caring for the poor, finances, and mentally ill topped all reports in 2019. Liberal cities go to the extremes to curb homeless concern, and it's costing them a lot of money. Woman converts food truck into mobile shower unit for the homeless. 3 Jersey City police officers taken to the hospital following shooting weeks after attack on kosher market. A church erased $5.3 million in medical debt for thousands of poor LA families, according to an LA Times report. National debt needs to be a top concern in 2020, according to some reports. 13 people shot at a house party honoring a man killed by gun violence in April. Those are our top 8 headlines in developing news stories. I want to thank you so much for tuning in this week with me, the Mediator, Brian West. Please don't forget to show some support. And also, I would like to thank all the news and journalists out there who keep us informed. These are the people who deserve all the credit. I am just a mediator. They are on the front lines. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And have a happy New Year. I am out of here. Peace.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.
If you want to check out the stories that almost made it in or did make it in, go to our Twitter feed on our website. Check out everything all of the sources are there. Go to the website. It's method8inc.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, read something, or just sponsor a program.